Voted #1 FM radio, it's The Good Life Show with John Robert Quinn. Tonight, Quinn welcomes Dan Herbert and John Pyron. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Pest Control Center. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Sacramento. How are you doing? I am John Robert Quinn, host of The Good Life Show. So funny. I always want to say 60-Minute Success. That's our new program on Sunday nights. 10 p.m. on Money 105.5. Nice little plug there. All right. So tonight we've got John Pyron, Dan Herbert. Both of them are return guests. We're hanging out with Gary Geary, who's going to be joining us on March 10th. He owns the Valero on the corner of Auburn and Antelope in Citrus Heights. He's got a real estate office in there, a post office in there. It's nuts. I've never seen anything like it. And the best car wash in town. All right, segment 1 is brought to you by Michael Alden. Michael is the author of the New York Times best-selling book, 5% More. His concept has helped us build the Good Life Show into Sacramento's #1 program. It's all about just giving 5% more each day. Just give 5% more. If you're going to make 100 calls, make 5 more calls. Just a little bit more. Think about where you would be a year, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Michael Alden, MICHAEL-ALDEN.com. Check it out. All right, let's get into it. Dan, how you doing, bud?
Hey, good. How are you?
Welcome back. What's new?
You know, a little more of the same.
You're doing it, though.
Yeah, you know, having fun while I'm out there.
You know
waiting
what?
For the rain to stop.
You know what I love about you is you came to me and you were really shy about doing anything radio, anything camera. You just didn't know exactly how you wanted to do or what you wanted to do with that whole arena, the whole media arena. And I said, it's easy. You just got to start. You know, it's kind of like the whole, a yard is hard, but an inch is a cinch. And now he's shooting all of his own videos, green screen. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He's on a whole nother level.
I have the green screen and the lights are taking up half my office right now.
It's awesome. He goes, you know what? I want to do the show because I know it's going to pull me out of my comfort zone. That is a success. That's who's going to be our future. That's who's next. It's not the guy going, I don't know if I want to do it. That's not going to get anybody anywhere.
Yeah,
right.
Most people don't grow because they won't stretch themselves out of their comfort zone.
No, and I'm working on different comfort zones to get out of all the time. So.
And I love your license plate. And we're not going to say it on the air, but GSD, think about it, 10X, all right? Get stuff done to 10X.
Right.
That's not what it means.
Words to live by. Words to live by.
John knows that word. He said it last week.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, what sets you apart from the competition? I mean, you're doing these Monday calls. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, you know, one of the things as I've gotten a little further in my career and spent a lot of time looking at are what are a lot of the concerns that people are having about realtors. One of the main ones about home sellers is once the home's listed, they have no idea what's going on. And they
don't know the process.
They don't know what we're doing. Then on day 21 or day 30, they're getting a phone call. Hey, we need to do a price reduction. And that's the first communication they've had. And it's really disheartening to them. So what I've built in is I make sure every single Monday between 3 and 5, just if our home is listed and we're marketing it, you're always going to know what's going on. The good, the bad, the ugly. Sometimes we need to talk about price reductions. Maybe the feedback we're getting isn't as good as we wanted. Mm-hmm. But you'll always know what's going on. Mm-hmm. If I miss a call, I've probably died. But even then,
you'll be getting a call from the beneficiary.
or maybe better, maybe I've won the lottery or something. But
and you just bought the house. The heck with it.
Yeah, exactly. But I put my money where my mouth is with that. I do have a communication guarantee that's part of my listing agreement. And if I miss that call while we're in the marketing stage, I owe you another $500 at closing.
Whoa.
So, yeah.
That was on the air, guys. You want to say that one more time?
I miss a call Monday between 3 and 5 while we're marketing your home. I owe you another $500 at closing.
Wow.
That's put
strong,
your money
man.
where your mouth is.
Yeah, if more people would do that.
I know, right?
Actually succeed.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's awesome, man.
People need to know what's going on. I mean, they're selling.
And that's what makes you strong. And here's the whole thing. He's not writing $500 checks, is he? Because he's GSD is what he's doing.
Well, if at the end of the day, if I don't get it done, I don't help you achieve your goals, then I'm not feeding my kids. So it's more than just kind of part-time. And if it sells, it sells. No, I want to deliver the best experience possible. And your house is on the line. I put my money on the line too.
You know what I like? This is so super cool. You see these guys who have been doing it for 30 years and they're moving, 60, 80 homes, whatever, in a year, right? I mean, they got the whole office, they got the whole back end. They're really moving. And then you get guys who are moving like 3, 5, 10 units a year, and they're figuring stuff out, and they're getting their feet wet, and they're moving along. The ones that become successful, that move all those units, that are making $1 million selling real estate, are doing what he's doing. Mm-hmm. They're doing what he's doing.
And my goal is to be that guy. So
you're going to be there. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep taking care of your health. Make sure you take care of your health too, because health goes hand in hand. Health and mind, body and soul. It's all you got to do all of it. All right. Sellers worried about being in contract without results. Tell me a little bit about this.
Well, a lot of it kind of pulls back with the last piece. So, we meet at the kitchen table. The agent tells you everything that you want to hear. You sign a listing agreement for 6 months, and that's a little scary. You're putting a lot of time into something you don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know if I'm going to show up and do what I say I'm going to do. So
you're putting somebody's home. I mean, this is what they live in. They've raised their kids or whatever.
Right.
This is their biggest asset that they have, and they're putting it up for sale.
And they're putting a lot of trust in the agent that they hire to get that done.
Correct.
So with that being said, no long-term contracts. If at any time during the listing agreement, and hopefully you tell me something that if I'm not, meeting your standard, maybe I can course correct, but you can cancel at any time. I don't build in cancellation fees. I don't build in any type of other hassle with that. Cancel it, hire a next agent. Sorry I couldn't help you, but I want you to achieve your goals. And if I'm not the one to help you do that, I hope you find the one that can.
You've got a really good mentor, you know that?
I've quite a few of them.
You do a lot of studying on the back end, too. Who do you study?
Just about anyone I can find.
Well, you don't want to do that.
No, just about any.
You don't want to learn the Mike Tyson business school.
Right. No.
Everything's great.
No, I just wrapped up a coaching program that I've been going through. Joshua Smith out of Arizona, and actually his motto is GSD as well. And that's where a lot of it comes
John's
from.
on this show. We just have this common
right.
Get stuff done.
I'm always out there looking for something that's going to either bring, whether it's the latest technology or the latest tactics or whatever it's going to take.
Study Grant Cardone. Well, and Michael Alden, too. I mean, Michael Alden works with Grant Cardone.
My Audible right now is actually the new book. What is it? Be Obsessed?
Be Obsessed
or
Be Average.
Be Obsessed or Be Average.
Yeah, he's great.
The absolute best book I've ever read.
It's intense.
Unbelievable, yeah.
It's intense.
Awesome. Also listen to 60 Minute Success, 10 o'clock, Sunday night.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the important things there is also the difference of overload versus mastery. So I've slowed down the amount of stuff I'm trying to read or listen to because I really want to master the pieces.
Yeah, one of the best tips I got last year was from a post by Darren Hardy. One of the things he talked about is instead of reading 40 to 50 books a year, why not read 1 or 2 books 50 times?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same thing as frequency and reach. It's exactly the same thing. How many times, taking the Robert Kiyosaki, I've taken Robert Kiyosaki and Tony Robbins. Those are the 2 that I've taken. And Robert Kiyosaki, I can literally recite almost word for word, but I fully understand everything that he teaches. That's the only reason why the show's successful, really, is because of the principles that he teaches.
Darren Hardy's speaker at a thing I'm going to on Thursday. So I'm really excited to see that.
Study John Pyron, honestly. When you hear him talk, you're going to know what I'm talking about.
Right.
All right, guys, we're going to go to a break. We're going to come back with more from Dan Herbert in just a moment. We'll be right back.